There are three things I need to get out of the way up front. Number one, my voice a little extra sexy and manly than normal. Number two, breakups suck. They always suck, but they don't suck as bad as dating somebody that is a absolute train wreck and not right for you. Number three, you are an amazing man and deserve nothing but the best in terms of a spicy ass senorita. And so now, without any further ado, take out your phone. Pull up your significant other, whoever they are, and type this message. Don't send it yet. Ready? Alpha said, we're done. Peace. Hold it though, don't send it yet. Today, I'm going over the big ones, the biggest red flags that you need to never ignore. If you spot your significant other doing any of these things, and like hell, after each one of these flags, I need you to decide whether or not it's time to send that text at the end of the video. If you didn't send the text, she's solid. Number one, she flirts with other dudes, all right? Now, this is a huge red flag because it means that she is seeking attention and validation from other people other than you. And the problem with this is that it's not gonna get any better. Which brings me to number two. If she's ever cheated on you, get the fuck out. Number three, she makes you feel bad about yourself. Maybe she talks down to you. Maybe she tries to tell you that you're not good enough or that you're stupid. The fact is, if there's anybody that you're with that is not supportive, uplifting, and loving you unconditionally, get the hell away from them. Number four, she snoops through your shit. She doesn't trust you. Now, have you given her a reason not to trust you? The answer is yes. Then there's something you and I got to talk about. Stop being an idiot, stupid. If you don't love her, if you don't want to be with her, get out. But don't do her dirty. But if you haven't done anything wrong and she still is super insecure and weird and snooping and breaking in and hacking into all your shit, this is a huge flag that you need to go. Number five, she's not nice. If you're with somebody that is kind of a bitch, or they're mean to servers or their parents, or they yell and scream and are nasty, this is a huge warning sign. Brings me to number six, she fights dirty. All right? Now, what I mean by this is when you're having an argument, right? Normal people argue, even great relationships have disagreements. But if every time you guys have a disagreement, like she goes boom, like automatic, like low punch to the nuts just to try to win, this is a sign that something ain't right. Next up, gentlemen, another warning sign and flag is that you guys are not on the same page sexually. Let me see if I can explain this. If you are a huge freak, right? You like all sorts of weird stuff and like ball gag, like whatever. I'm not judging. I'm just saying if you're into that and she is a little bit more prudish and doesn't ever want to do or explore things that you're interested in, you guys aren't cool. Or if you want her to go downtown to visit Al and she's like, ew, gross, no. This may mean there's a problem, but it may not. Now, why? Why is she saying, ew, gross? Is it that your balls stink? Musky nuts are a deal breaker for every spicy senorita. It's not her, it's you. Or I should say it's because you're not using the Pete and Pedro powder every day on the boys. Relationship gold is what I call this, because I've literally gotten emails from women thanking me for coming out with this product because finally her man's balls don't stink. I've also gotten emails from dudes being like, yo, Alpha, finally my girl's all excited to go downtown and visit Al because my balls don't stink. Not to mention eliminates 100% of swamp ass. Swamp ass is when you get up, you walk, right, and you got a wet crack or streak up your ass. Not sexy. The best. This is the best powder on the market. Now, the number one thing you got to look for in a powder is make sure that it's talc free. Talc is not good for your body or your balls. The other thing is that if you're using a talc-based powder, it becomes a white, chalky, talky, milky mess in your pants. Let me explain. These glasses of water represent your sweaty balls. On one side, you've got talc-based powders, the other Pete and Pedro. When you add talc-based powder to your sweaty balls, mix it up, what you're left with is a pasty, chalky mess in your pants. When you add your Pete and Pedro powder to your sweaty balls, mix it up, what you're left with is powder. Nothing but powder. The choice is yours, gentlemen. A white, talky, milky mess in your pants or Pete and Pedro powder. Guys, hit the link down below. Read the reviews. It's not just my opinion. It's everybody's balls. Everybody's balls agree that this is the best powder on the market. It's going to keep you dry, fresh, and smelling amazing, which means your significant other is going to love going downtown to visit Al. You're welcome. Can I get a little knuckle bump for keeping Al sexy as hell? The answer is yes, please. Also, drop the video one of these. I should have asked earlier. Oh, and real quick, guys, while you're at Pete and Pedro, a few other things you might want to check out if you want to smell better. The new Super Fresh deodorant, it's aluminum free. It's a natural deodorant that smells incredible. It's going to keep you fresh, dry, and smelling sexy. That limited time discount code works on your entire order. So you may want to also check out the Pete and Pedro fragrance set. We also have a fragrance quiz if you're not sure which one to grab. I'm going to link to that down below. Besides, you're about to be single after you break up with her ass because you're too good for her, so you're going to need to smell amazing. Send the text if you need to. The next thing, warning sign, huge flag, is that she's bad with money. If she's financially irresponsible, you don't want any part of this because it's not going to stop when you guys get together. If she's bad with her money, she's going to be bad with your money. Which brings me to something else that is a huge flag. She's lazy. She doesn't like to work, right? If she doesn't have a job, she expects you to pay for everything. This is a huge warning sign. The next flag is that she doesn't work out and you do. All right. Now this can be a potentially huge problem. Just like you need to be on the same page in your sexual appetite, also your appetite for fitness and health needs to be equal. The next huge flag is that she has low self-esteem. It's not your job to make somebody happy or feel good about themselves. You're there to support them. You know, you're not there to be their father. You're not there to be their coach and their cheerleader and their therapist. If you want a healthy relationship, you need to make sure that the person that you're with is mentally stable and feels good about themselves. The next huge red flag is that she's got nothing but guy friends, right? This is not normal, right? There's a reason for it. There's a reason why she doesn't have any female friends, right? Women need other women, just like dudes need other dudes to be around in order to give companionship and friendship. But if she's surrounding herself with men, there's a question. Why? Is it because she has low self-esteem? The next huge red flag is that she's a dummy, right? I'm talking about intelligence, right? Not smart. Now, at first, you might give this a pass because she's hot, right? But over time, it's going to get really old not being able to have a conversation with somebody. Something else that's going to get old is if she's a filthy pig when it comes to her hygiene or her environment, which is another huge flag. If you're a clean person and she's dirty, get out. And last but certainly not least, she is a drama queen, always making a big deal about stupid shit. This is going to get old. I don't care that she's sassy. I don't care that she's got nice boobs and a banging booty. You need to be with somebody that is stable. Just because somebody is hot does not mean that they are right for you. Pretty girls are a dime a dozen. Show me somebody that is good in terms of integrity, character, kindness. And if you guys are connecting sexually, physically, emotionally, intellectually, spiritually, this is the person you should be kicking it with. But if not, send a text. Alpha said, we're done. Peace.